Thank you, Madam, for giving the opportunity. Madam, I will be speaking on item 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 in today's list of business, Madam. Madam, a pattern of deception repeats every year with Ministry of Minority Affairs. In 23-24, the government allocated 3,097 crores in BE. Ministry of Minority Affairs surrendered 2,060 crores, barely utilizing the funds. The same rule is being followed, pattern is followed in 24-25, where the allocation of 3,083 crores has been slashed to 1,681 crore, with no effort to demand admitted funds through the supplementary demands, Madam. Madam, scholarship for minority students have been gutted. Pre-matric scholarship, only 90 crores of 326 crores have been utilized. Post-matric, 343 out of 1145 crores have been utilized, leaving thousands of students without promised support. Madam, government is not willing to make minority scholarship demand-driven. The unit cost of scholarship for 3 schemes have not been revised in 2007 and 8, and scholarships are not being sanctioned because of lack of approval by Cabinet Committee of Economic Affairs since 22-23. It is a known fact, empirical studies have proven literacy rate of Muslims for persons aged 7 years and above is lower than the All India literacy rate of same age. According to one study, Madam, the higher education Muslim enrollment is 8.91% compared to All India community is 26.7. Madam, PM Vikas, a scheme meant for skilled and entrepreneurship of minorities, has met the same fate. 540 crore allocation in 2024, only 240 crores have been utilized. This scheme was aimed to benefit 9 lakh candidates by 25-26. The budget has been slashed from 500 crores B to just 20 crore in RE 24-25, Madam. Madam, in supplementary grants, Ministry of Agriculture, there is a scheduled caste sub-plan. Since 2021, utilization has never crossed 70%. I demand from the government to ensure that the scheduled caste sub-plan, their scheduled caste farmers must benefit and not then let them sit on paper year after year. Ministry of Fertilizer and Chemicals, Madam, in this supplement demand, 14,000 crores is being asked. Madam, this is not budgeting, this is firefighting. This talk of Atmanirbhar Bharat is only empty talk. How did the government allow such a critical sector to be held hostage by China? 30% of India urea imports in 23-24 come from China. Key raw materials like phosphoric acid, ammonia come from China, which makes Indian prices vulnerable to China trade policies. Madam, I'm thankful that Minister Piyush Goyal is here. A specific point on US tariffs, Madam. Goldman Sachs estimates that if the US imposes tariffs, this could decrease India's GDP growth by 0.6%. Madam, US is a major buyer of Indian agricultural produce. We export nearly 6 billion of agricultural produce to US. If imposition of higher tariffs will make Indian produce less competitive, affect incomes in the agricultural sector, Madam. We export generic pharmaceuticals to the worth of 18.5 billion to US, just to US, Madam. If US tariffs could significantly impact these exports, Madam. Jewelry and precious metals are at risk because of US tariffs. This industry faces 13.32 tariff differential affecting SMEs engaged in jewelry manufacturing. Madam, we export to US diamond and gold products worth 12 billion. This tariff hike could reduce demand, impact jobs in Surat and Mumbai, Madam. I want a categorical assurance from the Minister and the government that the US tariffs will not be imposed on India from April 2. Bilateral trade agreement is going on, but the phase 1 is due by September, Madam. Can the government tell us that the EU market also has become restrictive? Will this government give a categorical assurance that neither CBM, EUDR will not be imposed on India by you, which will affect 3 billion of Indian exports, Madam, particularly iron and steel, according to economic survey. EUDR, 9.5 billion Indian exports will be affected. Madam, in this supplement demand, MEA is asking 300 crores. Will India get a sanction waiver for Chabar port as we got in 2018? Madam, on Manipur budget, 14,763 school-going children are displaced due to violence. 96 schools have been used for relief measures. Internet shut for 54 days. And this government increased only 2% for education for Manipur. Madam, 258 killed, 60,000 displaced, which includes 20,000 children, 1,000 injured. And in displaced camps, Madam, on Manipur, Madam, concluding, 65.8 are suffering of PTSD, 24.8% increase moderate anxiety. What do? You don't increase help by 4 crores. Water supply sanitation, Madam, 19% reduction. Significant cut in capital outlay in Manipur budget from 1612 crore to 1307 crore, Madam. Central assistance for providing temporary shelter to displaced families has seen a reduction of 75% from 60 to 15 crores. Rural Manipur, Madam, had highest inflation in July, that is 10%. Madam, 5,000 hectares of agricultural land, 15,437 metric tons of paddy crops worth 38.6 crores has been lost due to ethnic violence. Madam, you will be surprised to know agriculture allocation reduced by 8%. Total budget for police has been cut by 2% compared to last year. And concluding, Madam, Manipur is the poorest state, which has a per capita income of 7,630 per month, which ranks 4th from the bottom. Madam, in last, I want to conclude. We have heard the Honorable Piyush Goyal stood up and appreciating this, the speech made by Abdul Samad Samdani from Kerala. I want to know, I am very thankful to him. मैं शुक्रगुजार हूं उनका मैडम कि उन्होंने उर्दू के अशार पढ़ने पर इसको कटमुल्ला की जबान नहीं कहा, जो उनके एक वजीर आला ने कहा। ये भारत की खूबसूरती को आप नहीं समझ रहे हैं। आपको समझना चाहिए उर्दू इस मुल्क की आजादी की जबान है। अपने मुख्यमंत्री को समझाइए। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
माननीय सदस्य श्री अरविंद सावंत जी। माननीय सदस्य अरविंद सावंत जी।
Thank you, Chairman, Madam. On the supplementary grants as well as the Manipur budget, I'm standing here to express my views on it. शुरू से मैं बजट से ही बात करता हूँ। पहली